It's really important for Lyric as an organization serving LGBTQ youth to be able to depend on public access television to get our message out about our services and when we are having special events to get the word out.
Community Access TV ensures that we get the true message of the people out there. It is the tireless efforts and talents of people who work in community access because they truly believe in the grassroots are the voice of the people. I mean, it will actually undo democracy to not have people directly telling the story of us here on the ground. I mean, it would be un-American to eliminate that opportunity for freedom of speech. It would be a terrible step backwards, and it can't happen. It's a must. It's a voice that is mandatory to ensure democracy in our state and at our national level. So it is a voice that simply we cannot afford to lose.
So it means a lot for the DeFrank Center. We provide youth programming and senior programming and HIV services and many other services to the community. So having community access really gives us a voice in the community that we wouldn't have any other way. It really allows to get our word out to the people who may not necessarily be able to be in close proximity where they can get it through just walking by, and they may not get it through the internet. So this community access channel really provides that access for us.
We have another platform to reach out to the public to raise awareness about our issues, the issues relating to immigration and LGBT, same-sex binational couples, as well as HIV people. And it's a precious resource for us because we're a grassroots organization with little funding, and community TV allows us to use a different media to get a message across.
It's really important. Community access stations provide us the kind of coverage that we don't get with network news. So much of that is so focused on a soundbite. The programs that you all provide, it allows us an opportunity to really have a place to have our voices heard, which is so important for nonprofit organizations and civil rights groups who really need the opportunity to be able to talk about these issues and reach out and educate people. So we think it's extremely important to have that media opportunity to provide that kind of public education, and being able to reach out to so many people through this kind of medium is just extremely important. I can't underemphasize that.
Community access television is just vital to our communities, because it's the way that the stories, the lives, it's the way that the real issues affecting real people are broadcast and shared across the Bay Area and Sacramento. And it's extraordinarily important that this medium, that it survive, and not only survive, but it thrive. And we must do everything we can to support and sustain it.
Well, it's nice to have such a ability to give information. I was talking about HIV and some of the newer aspects of what's going on with therapy, and to be able to spread that message is great.
I think that the community access channels are a powerful voice for community organizations to get all information out to the community without having to pay exorbitant prices to get commercials or hope that we can get some local anchor to take the plea for our case. Community access is always willing and open to give everyone a fair voice.
I know that all the work we have done to try to tell people about the reality of the lives of same-sex couples and the importance of the freedom to marry for all of us, for every human being, has been greatly enhanced by the work of community access television, and it's just vital. I can't tell you how many times that we and our friends and colleagues working on the Freedom to Marry education work have spoken on community access television.
This is a great outlet for us to reach the LGBTQ community, and it would be important to us to be able to do that in the future.
Particularly for the LGBT community, visibility is key, and we really count on public access television to make the work that we do in the community and the lives of our young people visible. That's critical. And having public access television disappear will really hurt the visibility of our community. Well, it would be a horrible loss for our community, and I'm sure for many other organizations besides ours. You know, just as I said, I think the importance that community programming provides is an opportunity to share so much more about what's going on in local communities.
It's very difficult to describe how much effort goes into trying to be a community activist when you're an all-volunteer organization. One of the most wonderful things about San Francisco and the Bay Area is its huge diversity, and it's very important that we have alternative outlets for our messages.
Well, marriage equality is all about empowering grassroots folks all across the state and across the country to tell their own stories and change hearts and minds by doing that kind of grassroots outreach, person to person, story by story. And that's exactly what Outlook Video and Community Access Television are all about. We have a shared mission.
The media nowadays is an AP wire that's repeated across the nation with the same story to provide a local perspective and understanding, provides a way for individuals to connect to the community, and to lose that, I think, is a great loss. It would be a horrible shame. I'm hoping it's something we'll fight for.
All too often, issues that are queer-related or related with HIV or related with immigration are shuffled to the back burner on most of the major media outlets, whether it be the big newspapers or the big TV stations. They don't have time for us. It's all about Brittany.
It would negatively impact us for probably some funding, because we would lose funding because our numbers would go down. We wouldn't necessarily have the number of kids who are coming from the peninsula or the adults that were coming from the peninsula for HIV tests, for adult services, for senior lunches, for youth programming. There are lots of things that community access provides to us that really helps bring our numbers up, and those numbers result in dollars.
We'd like to keep the potential open to reach our audience in as many ways as possible, and it would be sad for us to lose that option.
We've noticed with papers and how those are changing that we start to lose our local flavor and our folklore and what our communities are all about when we don't have those kind of personal stories that we can provide through this medium. So I just think it's really important that that kind of access and that kind of opportunity remain.
So the loss of community access television would be a loss of grassroots voices all across the state, and that would really make it harder for us to serve our cause of marriage equality, and really it would be a loss of a crucial voice in California.
Well, I feel like one of the things that I can accomplish when I get asked to come on our community network is to be able to give information about HIV and AIDS and issues affecting the gay and lesbian, bisexual and transgender community. And to be able to do so with this access is a great benefit for the community. And if that were to go away, those avenues would be diminished, and many more people may even actually end up getting infected with HIV.
We would lose a tool to furthering social justice, a really important tool. We would not be able to get our message out. We would not be able to tell the real life stories of people on the ground. I just don't even want to think about that. I can't believe that's going to happen. We couldn't let that happen. People won't let that happen.
It's a vital link of connection that we have on community access television, because it's real people talking to real people. And in this age of multi-million-dollar mass-produced media with very limited access for limited people, community access television serves a function that we are all tremendously thankful for, and will do whatever we can to sustain and make sure that it thrives.